Hey guys, my name is Francesca, also known as myself we call Franny or Fran. But I call my actual business called Franny's Artwork. I am the Frugal Artist. And the reason why I'm called the Frugal Artist because I do not spend a lot of money just to create a magnificent artwork. I will be able to show you some soon, but I want to try out something different. But if anybody want to know me, get a little bit in, personal who I am. Go to Houston Life, click on their videos, scroll all the way down to October 4th, and then you'll get a little bit to know who I am as an artist and as an individual, just a little bit, tad bit. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something differently than I normally do. So I usually don't do film all this, but I am want to film and I want to start doing this often. And hopefully everybody will like this and care enough to subscribe and be a part of my team, the Franny Artwork team. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to be creating something very unique. Um, Not expensive. I'm telling you, keyword, not expensive. I'm not trying to spend a lot of money just to create something, but not expensive. And let me show you the materials that I'm going to start by using, okay? Let's turn this camera around. All right. So first thing first, we're going to do a canvas. It's a kind of elongate type canvas. It's not super big, but just a little bit smaller. What I did is pre-drawn an actual parrot on here. Like to reutilizing pictures that that somebody have replicated, but we're gonna create our own. Okay, we're gonna do something fascinating with our own. So the first thing first, what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna stretch this up. Oh, sorry, make this small. We're gonna use multiple references because I like to try to see if we can do it just as realistic as possible. So I'm gonna pull this parrot eyes a little big, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to use our markers, okay? Our trusty marker, okay? So we're going to do the black marker and we're going to try to draw the eye in the center of this eye. I like to start with the eyes and then start working around, okay? And you see how all the textures of this parrot faces and everything, we're going to try to replicate that. I'm telling you now, don't be perfect with this. This is your own artwork. Okay, we're gonna practice on this. I don't want you to feel that, oh my gosh, this is too much. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna figure a way how to do it and be creative with it. I'm not saying that you're gonna be like me. I've been doing this for years. Believe me, years. I want to say I've been starting this when I was 5 years old, and I have not stopped. Okay, so I'm not telling you my age, but enough age to tell you that I got grown kids and they moved out on their own. Let's put it like that, and I got a grandbaby. Let's put it like that. That's it. That's all I'm gonna give you. That's only that little tidbit. That's all I'm gonna provide for you. So I'm gonna go see. We see this reference here. We're gonna see this beautiful eye. We're gonna try to replicate it here. So I'm gonna bring my little canvas down just a little bit here, and we're using a marker. Yes, a marker. So we're gonna use markers. And I like to use the markers. We can do the paints, but I have a little bit more control with the markers than I would do with the paint. The paint you have to like kind of dry, keep it dry. And make sure I'm doing this. So I'm making a little circle. Okay, you see that little circle of the eye? Okay, we got the little circle. Let's go back to our reference here. Now it looks like it's a little bit of green around the edges. So we're going to do a little bit of green around the edges. And then we're going to stop. You see right here, there's a little lighter green right here. So I'm going to move this marker here. So let's try to find our greens. So let's see. A little bit like this replication. All right, and we're going to use these two. So we got the two colors, okay? So I'm going to open up my green. We're going to come back to this beautiful picture that we started off. And then we're going to halfway go towards it. So I'm using a tip of this. So I'm going to see how I'm doing this. I'm going to color the inside of this. I'm sorry, I'm not putting it towards the camera. Please forgive me. I'm not no beautiful expert of these camera things, but I am doing my best. So there. So now that you got that, okay, let's go back to that beautiful reference and see how we're going back on reference. This is how I start practicing on this. You can start by doing a coloring page. Do a color page, I'm telling you. That's why I started off with a coloring page. I learned how to see if I can be able to replicate the same picture what I see. So you draw what you see. Okay, now I'm going to use that lighter green. See that little lighter green right here? We're going to try to replicate that. Oops, and drop something. Pulling it up close. Okay, now I'm going to go over here to our picture again. And then I am going to go with that lighter color. Okay, and it looks like it's just a little bit of a light that is shown onto that picture. So now it almost look like this beautiful eye right here. So here we go. Okay, now that we did that, look like we got yellow around. Yellow around the eye. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm poor quality. Until I get this together, please forgive me. Anywho, okay, so we're going to get that yellow around the eye. So we're going to try to find a matching color of that yellow. Might not be 100% a yellow. I mean, it's matchy, but hey, we're going to get it together. So what we're going to do is a little bit of a darker yellow. So, well, it looks more like a light yellow. So we're going to have remember we have that highlight right here. We're going to use this little light yellow here. And then we're going to use, all right, look like another, like a greenish yellow. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, let me make my light. Uh-oh. And let's do that. Oh, gosh. Uh-oh. There it is. All right, let's go back. Okay. All right, and then try to see if I can get that next color. Might not be the perfect color, but hey, we're going to work it together. We're working it together, okay? And I think I'm going to use this a little bit, this color. Okay. So, again, we're going to come back here. Come back to our beautiful canvas again. All right, I'm going to have to hold this in my hand. All right. Now, there is a line around that eye. So, we're going to go around the eye. All right, we're going to go right around just before we get to that point right there. Okay, you got it? All right, we got it around that eye just before we got to that point. All right, now we're going to use our next color. Back in here. All right, and then all right. Looking good so far. All right, let me color that little spot. Look like I missed a spot. All right, looks good so far. Now, there is if you see right up under this one, we're going to look here. See, there is a black, and I'm not for sure why I constantly do this every time. Sorry, people. There we go. Bring this down. All right. If I could stop touching it. Okay. So if you can see right here, there is a little black line around that eye just to kind of highlight that part. So I'm going to use my black marker again. And then we're going to go just like that. So going back to our picture here where the eye is at. Then we're going to take that right here. So it looked like a line, just a line right up underneath it. Okay, it's almost like a half. Oh, believe me, don't freak out. Don't freak out. We're gonna get it together, okay? Now that we did that, so now we're gonna use a thin black marker because now it looks like we're gonna do the top part of this eye, and we're gonna use the fine point of this marker, not the thicker part of the marker. We're going to outline the top part of this eye to make the top part of the eye. And like I said, we're doing this in markers. So we're making it as thin as possible. So now, all right, let's make this evenly distributed down here. All right. All right, now that we've done that, we're gonna do is another line. We see how the eyes are have like wrinkles and stuff on there, wrinkles and textures. Okay, so we're gonna come back here. We're gonna go underneath that eye and just create just a line up underneath it. So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna make this a little longer because it looks like it's longer on this side. And then we're going to go underneath it. Go really slow. You don't have to go fast. And then we're going to go another line right on top of the eyelid. Now it looks like it's multiple lines, so we're gonna do multiple lines underneath the eye. So it's just a multiple different types of textures of this eye. So I'm gonna go as thin as possible. And like I said, we're not perfect beings of doing this. I am not saying that you're gonna be perfect on this stuff. Take your time on it. And when you're doing these things and you're doing these paintings, you're supposed to have fun with this. I mean, fun, being creative. Not saying you're going to be perfect in everything you're going to do. You're not going to do that. I mean, this is something, your artwork. This is what you're going to be doing and creating, okay? And this bird got a lot of lines on it. I never realized a parrot. I mean, if you look up close to the eyes there from afar, it looks they're most beautiful birds. Beautiful birds, and then you look up close. It's just like our faces. We have so many different textures and folds and different things on our face. It's just amazing how our the human face is formed. Okay. And it looks like they have little lines up underneath the eye. So I'm gonna make the little dots. And look like this is like little tiny lines. So we're gonna go slowly over the lines on the top of the lid of the eye. Okay, looks like that. Let's look at this eye. All right, and then we're gonna look at our eye. This eye, that eye. All right, now let's start working on his face. Just trying to create his face now. Now, for the face wise, of course, there is a gap between his mouth. So we're gonna make this a little bit of dark right here. All right. Then we're gonna start doing the separation of his beak here. And you see me sketching because I'm taking my time on this. This is not a rush deal type picture. Take your time on it. Don't be rushing. And I'm gonna go up here, just make it like where the hairline, of the bird, the feathers begins. Got lots of dents and holes, so we're gonna create these little dents and holes. Look like side lines. you can see me, I'm just constantly putting little dots because he got a lot of texture on this bird face. So that's what you're seeing me doing. It's taking some time, but take your time doing this. This is, like I said, it's not a little rushing about it and everything. Um, just as a little fun thing. We're gonna start off. All right, guys. All right, so I'm gonna complete this portion up, and then we're gonna come back later. Okay. Otherwise, just be looking out for number two of this portrait thing, so we can work on it. We're gonna continue on doing this until we get this painting completely done, and then we say voila. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed this little portion of a segment, and hopefully you'll be able to be a part of my team called the Franny Art Team, and we're gonna do fun and exciting different things. And come follow me to the art store or art supply store and finding new creative things and try to figure out what I'm gonna try to call it my treasure chest of stuff, which I do, which I'm gonna show you at a later time with all my supplies that I normally keep my, little gadgets, little buttons and everything to create our painting. So we're gonna do all that fun, good stuff and fun, goody things. So I hope you enjoyed this little segment. Until next time, may God bless you in every step that you take. Bye. Love you guys.